Good afternoon, ma'am. My name is Jaswinder Singh and I'm from collegejunior.com. A very warm welcome to you on our interview series, which is called Thoughts on Education, where we interview various dignitaries such as owners, director, principal, and faculties of various universities and colleges. Before starting the interview, I would request you to kindly give a brief introduction of yourself and then we will proceed the interview. Ma'am.
Sure, thank you. My name is Sreelakshmi Nair and I'm an assistant professor front office at AIH. I bring about an experience of about 13 years, where I would say I started my career as a manager in training with Four Seasons Hotel Mumbai. After that, I moved on to TLC, which was a brand that gave me opportunity to work with various other hotels because it is a brand that looks after the hotel membership programs of all the hotels like Leela, Hilton, Marriott's, and Bonvoy and Taj hotels for that matter. So I would say that really gave me the experience to work across so many different brands. After that, I moved on to work with FMCG company where I worked into sales department, again spending about 4 to 5 years there as a zonal head, and then moved on to teaching and training with AIH. So overall, I would say I'm a person who has worked across different fields from hotels to membership programs to sales and now into teaching as well as training. So that's a brief about me.
Thank you for giving your introduction, ma'am. Now we will be jumping on to the questionnaire session. My first question to you would be, how does the curriculum of AIH ensure that the students are being prepared for the future?
Okay. In terms of curriculum, what I see is that a curriculum is always built over a period of time, and it stays for the curriculum stays the same for a long time. So whereas our industry, it keeps changing. In fact, if you see, even during COVID-19, there has been so much of change from operations to how about even doing the day-to-day activities. So I think it's important for us to learn what is current in the market in terms of technology as well as in terms of operations. So at AIH, what we do is that we have something called as duty rota, wherein our students are sent to the park hotels because our premises is attached to the park hotels. So our students do get that opportunity to go to park hotels, see what is the latest technology that is being used in terms of your operations or the entire guest experience process, which is very different from what you actually end up learning in your textbooks and things like that.
Ma'am, being the assistant professor at AIH, what are your roles and responsibility toward the students?
Okay. Of course, as a front office faculty, front office is a department in which you need to learn your customer skills, you need to build rapport with people, your soft skills has to be very strong. And our students come from different mediums, different backgrounds, different family settings, and they come up with their own culture. So they come from different backgrounds, and we have to bring them all to one particular state wherein they have that service attitude in them. So the primary goal as a teacher is to build that service attitude in them, bring that, train them on soft skills as well as customer service attitude. That needs to be built up. Once that is built up, you can use that skill across any industry that you go. It does not have to be only hotels, because today luxury management and customer management is something that all big industry look at. So wherever you see luxury, you see hospitality there.
Ma'am, how do you try to bring in practical approach towards subjects and make it industry oriented? All
right. Our industry is more about experienced learning. It is very difficult for us to imagine that a guest would come in and he will say XYZ and you're supposed to react in an XYZ manner. It becomes very fabricated, or it is very limited in terms of the approach. But at AIH, what we have is the facility of the park hotel attached to us. So what happens is that the students do not imagine a guest, they don't imagine a scenario, they get the opportunity to face that in reality. So when we have certain practical aspects in front office or any other department for that matter, we use it at the hotel premises. So whether it be the software, so today you don't have anything that is going on in a manual manner. So and colleges cannot afford teaching students software because they are again very expensive. But we can do it because of the park hotels. They get to see the software, they get to see the billing, how do you use a credit card, how do you use a debit card, as well as sometimes understand how to deal with the guests. You have an angry guest, you have a high spending guest, you have a guest with huge amount of demand that the guest might put it in front of your front office executive. And our students get the opportunity to see how they go about tackling these problems, how do they manage these situations, which is very different from imaginary situations that you can do it in a classroom. So that's how we go beyond curriculum, beyond textbooks, and give them that real hands-on experience.
My last question to you would be, any suggestion you would like to give to the current youth and the aspiring students?
Okay. Hospitality industry is very dynamic, and I would welcome all the youngsters to come in and join, because this is an industry in which you will learn both professionally and personally. There will be a lot of growth in you, and you can of course apply it and tomorrow go into any different industry that you want. Today, hospitality students are preferred not just in hotels but also in your banking sector, also into luxury stores. Like we have a lot of people who are being selected in Calvin Klein, Tommy Hilfiger. What does it all show? That wherever there is luxury and wherever there is specialization, wherever the industry is got to do with high-end spending or high-end customers, hospitality is the kind of students that they're looking after. So I would say there is a huge scope for all of us to get into this industry, and for both your professional and your personal growth.
Thank you, ma'am. It has been a pleasure talking and interacting with you today and listen to your views. Thank you for being on our interview series, which is called Thoughts on Education.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure having you.